Hi, I'm Krista Roseberry Barber, and I'm going to show you and explain my artifacts for the 5 AECT standards. AECT Standard 1, Content Knowledge. Candidates demonstrate the knowledge necessary to create, use, assess, and manage theoretical and practical applications of educational technologies and processes. This is my EdTech 542 PBL unit on the Native American tribes of Idaho. I implemented this year in my 4th grade classroom. This demonstrates my ability to design instruction using a various amount of system approaches. Students use Epic to do research. They use different technology programs such as Poplet, Book Creator, Chatterpix, and Nearpod to present their final projects. They do this as a team, so there's collaboration involved in this as well. This is the relative advantage chart that I created for EdTech 541, and it lists the areas that show trouble or to be challenging for 4th grade students, seeing as that's what I teach. This was created so that students were able to have a list of technology that they could use to enhance their research or to address their problems that they were having, and then the expected outcomes of that. This shows my ability to assess and evaluate what is and what isn't working in the classroom and in the instruction that I design. AECT Standard 2, Content Pedagogy. Candidates develop as reflective practitioners able to demonstrate effective implementation of educational technologies and processes based on contemporary content and pedagogy. For EdTech 541, I created a content area project which consisted of art, music, and PE for the content areas. I created a glog using Glogster that incorporates websites and YouTube videos for art, music, and PE for the Native Americans. Students then used Weebly through our class Weebly site to blog back and forth with each other regarding their reflections on the assignment. This demonstrates my knowledge of implementing appropriate educational technologies. This is my EdTech 502 interactive concept map. This activity was created to engage my students in learning about the internet safety, cyberbullying, and researching online. This allows students to click on these 3 icons and it will take them to different websites that gives them articles of information to further their knowledge on these 3 topics. This shows my ability to apply content pedagogy to creating appropriate applications processes. This allows my students to learn about being online and using technology in the proper ways before they step further into researching articles for different content areas. AECT Standard number 3, Learning Environments. Candidates facilitate learning by creating, using, evaluating, and managing effective learning environments. For EdTech 541, I created a web-based tools and social media assignment that incorporates technology into the classroom, creating an environment for students to be able to participate in 3 different activities, all technology-based, using VoiceThread presentations, Skype for educators, and a Classroom Weebly page. This is all monitored by me, therefore I can manage the technology that's being used and how it's being used within my classroom. EdTech 503's ID project allowed me to demonstrate my knowledge of creating instructional design products that are based on learning principles and research-based best practices. This matrix shows my knowledge of Bloom's taxonomy classifications, scaffolding strategies, and types of assessments. I also aligned these with the objectives that I had laid out for this instructional guide. AECT Standard number 4, Professional Knowledge and Skills. Candidates design, develop, implement, and evaluate technology-rich learning environments within a supportive community of practice. EdTech 541, Adaptive Assistive Technologies, demonstrates my knowledge about different options for technology that can be used to meet the individual needs of students. This assignment lists difficulties such as cognitive, physical, and sensory difficulties. It also lists students that are at risk and gifted and talented students. These students all have challenges that they face. I've listed different technologies that can be used to assist them in reaching their goals and improving their performance outcomes. While completing my EdTech 503 ID project, I worked with an SME, otherwise known as a subject matter expert, to discuss the benefits or the faults in my ID project design. Through the use of an SME survey, my SME answered questions regarding my instructional practice as well as my assessment and final evaluation. I list those here in my project design. I also list the results of the expert review. And then if you follow along, you'll see the comments of change that I have created after reviewing both face-to-face and written correspondence with my SME. This demonstrates my ability to collaborate with my peers and subject matter experts. AECT standard number 5, research. Candidates explore, evaluate, synthesize, and apply methods of inquiry to enhance learning and improve performance. During EdTech 504, I conducted research on discovery learning through simulations. This demonstrates my knowledge of being able to conduct research and practice using accepted professional and institutional guidelines and procedures. There is a title, abstract, introduction, synthesized details of several articles that I researched with proper citation, all followed by a reference page at the very end on page 9. In EdTech 501, I created a paper called RSS in Education, 3 Creative Uses of RSS in the Classroom. This demonstrates my knowledge of research methodologies that help solve problems and enhance practice. This allows me to go into a blog and put it into my RSS reader where it collects all of those blogs and is one easy site for me to go into them. RSS stands for Real Simple Syndication, and it can be used in the classroom to solve several problems of running out of time when researching or gathering information from a lot of sites, because you can do it all from one. So it benefits professional development, collaboration and communication, and it helps with engagement.